Looking for the best new Nintendo Switch games coming soon? If so, then this video with new games for Nintendo Switch is the perfect video for you. Sonic Generations, one of the most beloved 3D Sonic games, is making its grand return with tons of brand new content in Sonic X Shadow Generations. Alongside a complete remaster of the original game, you'll also be getting a new campaign featuring Shadow the Hedgehog. You'll be able to team up with the Blue Blur and the Ultimate Lifeform in fall 2024. Star Wars: Dark Forces, first released in 1995, is getting a remaster on modern consoles. In a galaxy under the Empire's grip, the Rebel Alliance discovers the Death Star, a planet-destroying weapon. Former Imperial Stormtrooper Kyle Katarn joins the Rebels to infiltrate the Empire from within. Star Wars: Dark Forces offers a unique twist with a coherent narrative, realistic missions, and familiar locations from the Star Wars universe. Oozing the effortless style of Neo Geo fighters, Blazing Strike is inspired by classic 2D fighting games, mostly from the kings of the genre, Capcom and SNK. After a few years of silence, we'll be able to dig into this blend of pixel art fighting with modern sensibilities in summer 2024. Embark on a regal adventure in Unicorn Overlord. Crafted by the brilliant minds behind 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim and Odin Sphere, this epic saga follows exiled Prince Alan on a quest to reclaim his kingdom from the rogue General Valmor. In a vibrant world torn by war, assemble a grand army of over 60 unique characters, from humans and elves to massive beasts and heavenly angels. With real-time field movement and battles, Unicorn Overlord promises a tactical RPG experience, blending overworld exploration and innovative battle systems in true Vanillaware style. True to its name, Little Nightmares 3 is a horror-adventure game with puzzle platforming mechanics. It follows the journey of two children named Lo and Alone as they must traverse through the nowhere to find a path to escape from the strange land full of delusions and danger while a shadow threat follows them. This third entry to the series will be the first time multiplayer is introduced with online co-op, or there is an AI companion in solo mode. Little Nightmares 3 is planned for a 2024 release on Nintendo Switch as well as PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X/S, and PC via Steam. Metroidvania masters Team Ladybug are returning to the genre in 2024 with the gorgeous-looking futuristic action game Blade Chimera. Set in the futuristic dark Osaka, you'll explore an occult-inspired world which blends the supernatural with cyberpunk. It looks stunning, and we can't wait to get our hands on it sometime in 2024. The next big installment in everyone's go-to baseball sim is nearly here. As usual, you'll be able to play exhibitions, run entire seasons, or focus on making a name for a custom character in the MLB, all while learning about the league's history. The original Freedom Planet is a genuinely brilliant speed-based platformer, inspired by Sonic the Hedgehog, and we're so excited to check out the sequel, Freedom Planet 2. Launching 18 months after its PC release, the sequel introduces brand new mechanics such as guarding and the ability to revive characters, while improving level and boss design. We'll be giving this one a go when it lands on April 5th, 2024. A new South Park game is in the works that will focus on the magic on snow days in a small Colorado town. You never know what you'll get from a South Park title, but it'll surely be a crude, snowy, multiplayer adventure. In later 2022, an Indie World Showcase gave us Pepper Grinder, a pixel art side-scrolling platformer that screams Drill Dozer to us. We haven't seen too much of the Devolver Digital published title since apart from a delay into 2024, but the drilling pirate should be digging down for some good old retro-style adventuring later this year. If you're a Pokemon fan, you probably already know about the Yokai Watch series. It follows a similar format in that you collect critters that also function as your companions as a young kid. In terms of new gameplay features, it introduces a brand new item, called the Yokai Arc, which will let players travel between 3 worlds that are all set in different time periods, and feature their own protagonist. While it released in Japan back in 2019, there's still no concrete word on a Western release date. We still have our fingers crossed for this one. A highly anticipated HD 2D remake of Dragon Quest III has been in development for quite some time, and although there's still no official release date to speak of for the JRPG, fans are hopeful to see a release happen sometime in 2024. The original came out in North America in 1992, and an HD 2D remake was announced in 2021 alongside the next major title, Dragon Quest XII, The Flames of Fate, which also does not yet have an anticipated launch date. First announced in the Japanese version of the September 2023 Nintendo Direct, Spike Chunsoft has confirmed that Shiren the Wanderer, the mystery dungeon of Serpentcoil Island, is coming to the West. A roguelike mystery dungeon side series which began in 1995 with Mystery Dungeon 2, Shiren the Warrior. It appears that this will deliver the series' traditional dungeon crawling while introducing some new quality-of-life features such as 2 types of live search displays that can be used for different purposes or the ability to track your own steps on the mini-map. It's out both physically and to download on February 27, 2024. Gear up for a pulse-pounding revival of the iconic Contra series with Contra, Operation Galuga. Immerse yourself in a modernized take on the 1980s classic run-and-gun action game, featuring sleek graphics, revamped sound, and an arsenal of updated weapons. Face the relentless Red Falcon terrorist group as they seize control of the Galuga Islands near New Zealand, triggering an intense war that only elite Contra commandos Bill Reiser and Lance Bean can wage. Experience explosive co-op combat for up to 2 players in story mode or assemble a squad of 4 players in arcade mode. Splatoon 3's long-awaited story DLC Side Order brings Off the Hook back to a starring role. Set in a bleached-out version of the world, the DLC looks at what would have happened if Team Order had won back in Splatoon 2. As Agent 8, you'll need to climb the Spire of Order to figure out what's going on. Promising tons of replayability, this highly anticipated DLC lands on February 22, 2024. Metroid Prime 4 has been a long time coming. Announced back in 2017, we've seen nothing more of the sequel to Metroid Prime 3, Corruption since. That's largely because development was rebooted in 2019, with production shifting to Retro Studios, the team responsible for the original Prime trilogy. Still, it's good to know that this game is out there, and set to let us step back into the role of Samus after her journey into hyperspace a decade ago. Expect to be waiting for this one a little while longer. Shantae's long-lost GBA sequel is being finished, remastered, and released 20 years after development was initially halted. Shantae Advance: Risky Revolution is coming to Switch in 2024. There will be a single-player, 4-player local battle mode, and swappable HD or GBA pixel art portraits and HUD elements. This will be a must-have for Shantae fans and platforming enthusiasts. Plus, you can also snap up a GBA cartridge for this when the game releases this year. Eiyuden Chronicle: 100 Heroes invites players to rediscover the magic of classic JRPGs with a modern twist. Lead a cast of 100-plus playable characters through a war-torn world in a tale woven across diverse cultures and alliances. As the Galdine Empire seeks to expand its power using RuneLens technology, follow the journey of Sane Kessling, a gifted Imperial officer, and Nawa, a boy from a remote village, as their paths intertwine in a quest for an artifact that could shape the fate of Alrun. Love Mega Man but want something a bit more fast? Berserk Boy may well just be the retro-inspired platformer for you. While running, gunning, and speeding your way through stages, you'll be able to use Berserk Orbs to imbue your attacks and skills with elemental powers. This one's due to release on March 6, 2024. We know that it's coming, we just don't know when. The wait for Hollow Knight: Silksong has been brutal, but Team Cherry is finally ready to deliver its sequel to one of the best Metroidvania games of all time. The Hollow Knight sequel was first unveiled in 2019, with development reportedly spiraling out of control as the Silksong idea evolved in scope from DLC to full-fledged experience. Here's hoping we get our hands on Hollow Knight: Silksong sooner rather than later. Step into the spotlight with Penny and Yo-Yo in Penny's Big Breakaway, a dynamic 3D platformer brimming with innovative gameplay. Join Penny, a street performer with grand aspirations, and her mischievous Yo-Yo, transformed by a cosmic string into a snacking sensation. Navigate audacious auditions, outrun Emperor Eddie's penguin army, and uncover the secrets of the cosmic string. This vibrant debut from Evening Star unfolds in the fluorescent world of Macaroon, offering an easy-to-play, difficult-to-master challenge. Showcase your tricks, chain combos, and set the stage ablaze in Penny and Yo-Yo's quest for the perfect breakout performance. The cheerful and colorful action-adventure, The Plucky Squire, tells the tale of storybook characters who are kicked out of their book by the malevolent Humgrump after discovering that he will lose the battle. Now the cheerful heroes, Jot and his friends, are stuck in a three-dimensional world with chaotic challenges, puzzles, and, for some reason, badgers, as they try to make their way back into the book. The Plucky Squire is planned to be released in 2024 on Nintendo Switch, PS5, Xbox Series X/S, and PC via Steam. This stunning upcoming Switch game is a touching Metroidvania about dealing with grief. The stunning reveal trailer shown at the Game Awards 2023 introduces us to a beautiful world of Tales of Kenzera, Tao, a sidelong 3D platformer from EA Originals that incorporates ancient magic in both its combat and traversal systems. We can expect this gorgeous action-adventure to on the Nintendo Switch launch in April. Smooth, low-poly arcade racing is what New Star GP is promising to deliver, and even from the starting line, this one looks to be a treat. The retro style has been polished up with bright colors and textures, while something is charming and blocky about the courses and cars. You'll be racing all around the world in March 2024, and you can play split-screen multiplayer with friends, too. Nintendo is on its Remake game in 2024. It will also be launching a remaster of the second game in the Paper Mario series, originally released for the Nintendo GameCube in 2004. We don't have a lot of details yet, but the modern makeover of this classic is set to release sometime in 2024. Finally, the leading lady of Mario is getting her own game after a very long time. We last saw her in a starring role back on the Nintendo DS's Super Princess Peach, but Princess Peach Showtime shows the regal heroine as we've never seen her before. Costume changes are just one feature of this upcoming 3D platformer, which will see Peach exploring a theater to rescue its patrons and performers from Grape and the Sour Bunch. How do you update the ever-popular Metroidvania genre? Turn it into a Motorvania, that's how. Laika, Age Through Blood launched on Steam in 2023 to extremely positive reviews, and the Switch version of this motorbike action platformer was originally coming in January 2024 but has received a last-minute delay on Switch to an unspecified 2024 date. Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time is a sequel that many fans of the original Fantasy Life 3DS game never thought would come to exist, and are happily anticipating now. The game is a cross between a life sim and an RPG, with the ability for players to choose whatever life occupation they wish to focus on while also exploring a dangerous island adventure full of combat and mystery. Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time will be exclusive to the Nintendo Switch and is expected to launch in the summer of 2024. So, did you like the games I recommended? So leave your like, subscribe to the channel to follow me and activate the bell because I post a lot of videos on this channel and you can't miss it. I would like to remind you that in the description we have a list of different products that can make your gaming experience much better. If you want to buy, the link will be in the description. Anyway, thank you very much for following me this far and until next time, bye.